I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun is Eason. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Davion Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Eason to throw. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
5-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second down, here's Eason. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll air this one out for Mims. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is taken at the 23. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Eason on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing is Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Jaguars 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. snags it for the pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
44-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check. Watch. Come on,
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down the
keep
numbers.
running, man.
There he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 22 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. The ball comes out. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Eason. They set up the screen to Chubb. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Nick Chubb. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Nick Chubb.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Jaguars.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, Issa. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 58 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Wentz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, he'll fire it deep for Rager. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Wentz again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Check that. It's just me and you. Check.
A final shot before break. Eason, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Eason. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again with Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 12 yards there and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Ready? Come on.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. 20! Sunday! 57! Watch the shit! 47!
From the 38, Wentz. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This is caught. Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
For the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Wentz's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drop.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Lambeau lining up for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Wentz now on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up with that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Watch the pass. Mike 51.
Here's Eason to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 30-yard line.
Throwing is Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run.
To throw again, Eason. Now they go screen, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
2-point conversion.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But there's nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
54, right there, 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
C.J. Henderson.
Here's Wentz to throw. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Marcus May with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Hey, time. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Handoff to Nick Chubb.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Crap roll 80. 19 right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.